And we're back. We didn't really have success in our last game, and so we're going to move on and learn from new experiences. Let's find a random character in 0.33 and see where we go from here. We're an Oni fighter. So fighter's a pretty basic class. Your sword and board or your axe and board. Onis, I believe, are large characters. And they have something to do with like drinking or something. Now looking at our aptitudes, let's take a look. I want to see what Onis are. They have a high HP. Let's find our Oni. We're neutral at, or we're going to gain HP fast. Good with like your classic weapons. They are not casters. They do have +1 in spell casting, which might help for like building a small mana pool if you have like a guardian spirit. I mean, it's a little boring, but war axes are great. Axes are great for melee characters. I would lean Trident if you're going to be like a summoner who can do damage, like a merfolk or something. Flails are pretty meh. You usually can get good early flails, but they don't develop into anything, and so I'm going to go war axe. What's our limitations for stuff? I'm large, unfitting armor, horns, tough skin, double potion healing, drunken brawling. So you're large for most armor types, so I think it's probably like troll, where you can use robe and then scales, troll armor, that kind of thing. I assume this adds damage to your attacks. Yep. You have tough skin, a little bit more defensive, double healing and magic from potions, and whenever you drink a healing potion, you attack all around you. That's less relevant, like the attacking part, because you're not going to be chugging potions just to attack people. Yeah. So I think this is just going to be a classic melee character. We'll see where it takes us. The difference, though, is our armor is not as typical. Like we can't use gloves, I guess. I guess not. Maybe we can't use boots based on this. So yeah, it's kind of like a fighter who's limited in their armor choices. We just got a faith amulet, which will be good for certain gods that build faster with higher faith. We just got a random altar. Bo, Makleb, Yred. All three of these like faith ammies. So I think I'm going to pick a random. And we're red. We have good evocation. So this is setting up to be a very strong character. Now the red will summon creatures. We want to light the torch. Getting red on D1 lets you build up quick, and with a faith amulet built onto that, it's gonna get real good. I'm gonna keep my amulet of regen on me. If I don't know, we go for something later. But I mean, this character, I feel our future with this character is overzealous confidence is our killer. So with red, you light the torch when you enter a new floor, and then you build from that floor. Eventually you unlock the ability to do some like shots that buff or kill things that the shot's at, or buff the creatures of yours who are at where the shot hits. And then you get eventually to claim the soul of a creature of your choice. And depending on what you use can dramatically impact your play style. Of course, their life is scaled to your invocation, so you want high invocation so that your rare friend doesn't just die. So we've got a nice mace, but it's not really relevant. We've got Arpor on a partisan, which might be relevant for trying to have like an early game Arpor poison if an axe doesn't come our way. Now that we're red, pole arms might be our eventual choice because we'll have guys around us and we want to smack at pole arms. So I'm actually going to swap to training pole arms. Is this a two-hand or a one-hand? It's a one-handed one. Yeah, now that we have a pole arm in front of us that is reasonable, that gives me a sign that we're looking for tridents. We're looking for things of that nature. Because we're going to have guys around us, we want to be able to hit the creatures. I don't want to deal with this bear right now. I'm going to walk away. He's on me. I want to get my guys in between. Like so. And I guess I have phantoms with me. So my they're just going to keep blinking my bear around. I'm going to let them kill him. I don't want to touch the bear. That's kind of funny. You got to react to the kinds of creatures that you're summoning. It kind of can change the situation. The types of creatures change based on from your initial lighting of the torch, based on the floor you're on. We've got a cloak. We got a ring. Looking good. We don't have our poison, so we got to be careful about that. We can't use gloves, so that's unfortunate with that. Yeah. Overconfidence is what's going to kill me. I can tell you right now. I will drop the regen for now. We won't be swapping to it anytime soon. Summon our floor. Start building. A whip of venom. Our guy's been locked down. So, we've got a grinder. The thing with red is that you kind of do want to be aggressive because if you back away and leave the floor, you lose your guys. You can only light the torch once. And so you've got to like make that effort to stay on the same floor. There's less floor dancing, stair dancing. Would be cool to start seeing some sort of body armor improvements. We've got a great shield. Okay, I'm going to start reading. Okay. And we know our curing. I did a teleport. And note, I did that before lighting my torch. We have a very distant drain. So I'm going to go to a different floor. I'm going to ID the N. I'm going to ID G. Enchant weapon. I'm going to light my torch. I would really like to get into this sewer. If I can. An early sewer is dramatically beneficial. It's very distant. We got to go the other way. It's nearby, which suggests it's this way. Let's try heading over here. Swamps tend to be on the edge of the map. Still nearby. There's a swamp tile. At this point, I'm really trying to get to it because it will eventually close up. We've got a lot of things here, but that's fine. I'm red. Of course, there's some dynamics of entering red in a vault. I'm actually not sure if it drops my guys, but I've cleared enough that I'm okay. But you do get a fresh throw of the light here. These creatures stay here though. He's been held. Okay. Let's see. Let's pick up the poison. I imagine I picked up some stuff along the way. I didn't pay attention to the potions. And yeah, as I feared, you lose your red initial bundle, but you can quickly build up more if you have the power level. Okay, what do we get here? Whip of Draining. Technically, there's cross training for whip with maces and flails, but it's not the end of the world. I perhaps could pick it up just to have it as a B option. Yeah, we're looking good. We can already bind soul. So our first named character, I might go for it. Just gonna use the whip by default. Drain is a great little effect. Here's a temple. We don't need to see it. Okay, little giant spiked club. It's kind of fun, but we know our path. Drop some stuff. We're building up. Let's see what we have. Nothing much. Keep it going. Might get some weapons here. Ooh, we've got a very active situation here. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna take a curing because I get double healing from my race, and I'm gonna run away. With the smite, I am not risking it. You never like leaving as Yred, but you gotta live. That was aggressive. Would be nice to know where my healing potions are. So unfortunately we did already light the torch. Let's try to establish here. Just kind of create the tidal wave of stuff. We're getting a lot of spells. I mean, technically we're using robes or maybe dragon scales later. So there is some options to having spells castable. I'm going to throw some javelins. I should keep in mind I can steal some souls. I don't know if I should steal like a priest. I should probably just wait till my first named guy. We're still strength. Here's a question. Sometimes it's smart to investigate or choose some of the weaker alternate options like int or dex, because you might get like punished from a mutation. And you always want to make sure that you're not like 5 dex because you're -3 dex or something. So I'm going to take my lowest. We got a ring, protection from fire. That's nice as a, we have some great resistances. but I do like the evasion because our defenses are pretty weak right now, and I'm not yet popping off with ranged items. So we have Trident Flame. Okay, or Trident of Venom. Sorry. So that's probably our new baseline. I don't think I need that axe anymore. I just picked it up by accident. And then we're gonna take these robes. Definitely yes, please. Willpower. I could get a cloak from the store, but I'm gonna save up for the partisan. That our poison is very important. And we're getting a lot of books today. Look at how many books already. Okay, Dungeon 7. And now I officially have a spear class, polearm class, so I can stand behind my guys and build up. And there's a cloak for free, which means I don't need this. I'm waiting for a named guy so I can get my first bind soul. It's nice having all this evocation and faith so early because you can get these kinds of powers ahead of schedule. And honestly, I should start hurling my torchlight more than I would normally because I'm going to be so ahead of my evocation build up that I need to certainly take advantage of that wherever there's risk. I want to downstair. D8. It's also nice having the Venom polearm ability. It helps me build from a distance. I'm kind of afraid with this, but I'll stay here. I'm going to get away. I'm going to empower my guys. And hopefully they... I'm going to walk away. Recall them. Okay. Okay. It's not as clean as our times with HEP, but it certainly helps. There's an anti... I wonder if there's an anti-synergy with poison and swapping characters, creatures over. He's got a throwing net. I know when we had old bow and you would try to convert your new orcs over from the wild orcs around you, there was an issue where if you used venom in your item, you would convert the orc over. He would hit, like he would become yours and then get the last hit of poison that didn't disappear and he would just die. But I don't think this is the case here because these guys are baseline like ghoul types, you know. So we just got a really interesting flail for free. This has great resistances, so I'm certainly going to use that as my B. The question is do I use that as my A? My min attack speed is 1 point... No. I don't know if I'm missing it, but base attack is 1.4, but I can't seem to spot its min delay, or its delay right now. But 11 damage versus 25, it's certainly better. It's gonna spawn a dude. Obviously pole arms are our best bet right now, which is 18 plus poison and range. So what I'll probably do is start with flail, swap to the... Oh, we have poison resistance built in with a ring. So that's less important, but Yeah, we'll start with the flail, swap to the polearm. Oh, we've got a Bailey here, which is nice. There's a lot of guys here, so I will light the torch, even though I know I'm about to lose it. And then I'm gonna go over here, do my Bailey. Baileys are just so great. I'm gonna light my torch. I'm gonna switch to my polearm. Now that I have guys in front of me. Okay, and we're gonna slowly try to pick away, build up our little horde of guys. I'm gonna hurl torchlight here. I'm gonna hurl it again here. I'm gonna hurl it again. Actually, I'm gonna let it swap over. Poke away. Anything of note here? Nope. My health is low. We have some scrolls in this little vault. That's a sign to me that we're gonna get like an acquirement in there. If there's a potion that's unidentified, that might be an experience. This is often the case here where you can get an early experience from this like secondary Bailey Vault. I'm gonna heal up, and then we're gonna go for this. I have will, so this is not as scary. I have 2 will, so this is not as scary as you would think. So I want to keep an eye on whatever this is. 3 cyan potions, so cyan might be relevant. Unfortunately, like that helmet of invis, great, but and then scrolls of Zitwill Writ. I'm tempted to just like read cyan and Sitwell Writ. So let's take a look here. Let's read Zitwell Writ. They're just fogs. Okay, so that was more of a troll, not in the species, but in the meme sense. And cyan. Oh, there's a fear that it's healing potion. I don't think I know my healings yet. Because it might have just been like, oh, here's 3 healing potions for your success. So I'm going to hold off drinking the potion. I don't have my horde with me yet. But that's okay. I think I got another Ring of Cold. Wow, the resistances are endgame already. I'm gonna throw... No. What's Fathomous Shackles? It's just a big, like, shackle and drain area of effect. So it's just like an AoE situation. I'm gonna pull back here, start building a wall. Tab away. All good. The only reason I'm not like just defaulting to using this, what is this? Is this a named guy? I think I might bind this guy. Interesting. Okay, so here's an example. So that bound I have a bound Arcanist now. It's got a good spell book situation, so it's better than waiting forever. I need to take advantage of having all this stuff so early. We have so many, we have enchant weapons and brand weapons, but I don't really have something I'm like, I want to keep this forever. We found our lair, but we're only in D9, so I think I will continue on with this dungeon depth. Min delay is 0.7. It's hard to tell what our current delay is, though, unless I'm missing it. I think I'll just use that. And I don't want to pop my allies right here. There's a chance, being in the tunnel, they won't spawn. I guess I'll do it here. We have a trove. It's quite an early trove. Wonder what it is. +3 Storm Dragon scales. Okay. That'll be a while until we even have an opportunity to see a Storm Dragon. But it's worth noting that we have a confirmed... Oh, interesting. My... We still have an invis do. Do I have see invis? No. If my health was a little better, or maybe I'll hurl. Okay, he's dead. What was I gonna say? Oh, my bound guy didn't come with us immediately. I gotta remember to always bring him in. Got some ID scroll. What was it? It was Cyan. So they were 3 invisibility potions in the Bailey. Gonna back away. Dungeon 10 done. A scimitar of flaming. I'm gonna pick it up solely to have as an option in case we see a Hydra. We have a ring of strength. I certainly will never need more than one. The question is do I swap my AV for the strength? My defenses are trash. But if I swap this, perhaps my damage from ranged improves such that it's still a fine addition. I don't want my bound guy to die. You could always bind a new thing ahead of you, but we're not there yet. So this is probably our Orcish Mine spawn point. You can see there's a little yeah, there's a little icon. This is scary, but doable. I kind of want to throw on the resist poison, but I guess if I ever need something, I'll swap to the weapon specifically. Okay, there's a 2 trident of protection. That's not the worst. Venom is beneficial for now, so that's fine. Yeah, let's keep at it. I would probably go down to D12. Though we do have both our mine and our orc, or our our lair and our orc mine. So I could just go right to lair. I'll go right to lair. Let's see, do I have anything to buy? I can buy this now. This is very strong. I think I'm going to buy this now. While my level doesn't matter. What happened here? Let's go here. We're going to buy this. That is our base trident from now on, or class of polearm to be specific. I could I don't have a guaranteed armor enchant. I was going to say I could enchant my robe for a little bit more defense. And we have our poison on our actual weapon now, so the ring's less important, which is fine. We're going to go to layer 0. Note, pro tip, I guess, when you do like go and then the letter, if you type 0, you go to the entrance outside of it. And so that's how I automatically find my layer, but stay outside of it. I'm going to hurl or throw my torch in the ring. Let's build our little cluster of things. We got some identification. There's our heal wounds. Okay. Good to know. We got a lot too, which is nice to see. Ooh, a bunch of death yaks. I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna fathomless shackles everything. I'm going to hurl torchlight here. I'm going to kill some yaks. This is not an end game pole per se. It's worth noting it has pain brand, which is increased by necromantic levels. Our necromancy is not the greatest, and this is not an end game spear, so I'm not going to warp my training just to temporarily help my weapon that I'm currently using. So anyway, that was layer 1. Throw my guys and begin to clear. Oh, it's just a really interesting talisman. Okay. I'm going to throw my torchlight here. With the high Evo and faith, I got to take advantage of all the abilities of my god. If you don't have a faith with red, you can't throw as much torches. It's more of an emergency button rather than a core part of your rotation. But that's what the... Oh, we got a blinking ID. That's what the Faith Amulet does. Other than gets your god up and running quicker, it allows you to use your god's abilities like it's a caster. Not like crazy number of casts and things, but like notable increase in usage of god abilities. Okay, layer 2 is done. Let's do layer 3. there's some interesting rand art and not random artifact pulls that could be interesting if we see them. I won't speak them into mind yet because you don't want to jinx yourself, but pole arms can be a very fun little set of artifacts. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with some hurling right now. Back away. I'm gonna hurl and take control of the situation. This guy, okay, today it's a whip, but this guy has a habit of having a really nice weapon. Honestly, I might actually steal him. He does some cool stuff, so I'm gonna bind him and kill him. And as you can see, he summons an aggressive number of creatures. That's the idea. When I don't have an aggressive number of creatures, my guy summons an aggressive number of creatures. The only thing I would probably swap that's even close to being available to us is if we see a torpid snail. Torpid snails are endgame red. They slow everything in their vision with an aura. And see, that's how you deal with hydras. You just go away. And the nice thing is with spears or tridents or whatever, they don't increase the number of heads. So it's like by just not using an axe or a sword that isn't branding, flaming branding, it instinctively deals with hydras. I'm going to throw some torchlight. Ooh. I'm going to blink. And I'm going to go up. I both wanted to... I moved in to save my binding. And I moved out to save me. So unfortunately, we don't have our initial set of dudes anymore. But that's okay. I don't want to lose my guy, though. So I'll be very careful. Okay, and now we've built up some friends again. See, right? I'm hoping he starts to do a lot of summon scorpions, and he's doing fast rooting. He's lots of stuff. This is scary, but okay. Ooh, this isn't the most fun, but I'm gonna bind. I'm gonna, or sorry, Fathomless Shackles was what I did. I'm gonna see what happens here. See, it's shackling them. It's gaining life to me. Okay, Schmorg or whatever his name is, Snorg, not too bad. But he's not a named guy. I would be willing to drop my current one. Let's keep investigating and identifying scrolls. We've got an enchant armor, which is very tempting to use on my robes. Drop the vulnerability. Armor. I think I'm going to use it on my robes unless we get some dragon scales soon. It's more important to be a little bit more defensive now than it is to feel better about myself later with a perfectly enchanted whatever I end up using. Okay, so floor is done. We're about 40 minutes in. I'm going to recall my guy so he's near me. We're going to carry on. With a melee character of this nature, things go by faster, and so normally I hit like dungeon 11 and I call it after an hour and 20, but we're going fast. We could fit Lair in into this session. So we're on layer 5, which is our last layer. Okay, so we have like the dog entrance. We got a pig there. Let's kill the pig. I have a lot of resistances today, so it's like that's like a very scary thing to see when you don't have resistance. I want to recall my guys though. I don't want them engaging. You gotta manage your characters. And I'm gonna leave the dog vault end to after. Just trying to rebuild my evocation while things are a little bit easier, so that when things aren't as easy, I'll have uses available. Okay, so we're actually going to get the dragon end vault as well, which might give us some dragon scales earlier than I thought we would, but we will see. So I'm really getting slept here. I'm going to fathomless shackles to get my life back and to really knock these guys out. Let's be careful here from the sleep. We definitely lost a bit of our little ball of power. So we got to take it easy. And rebuild. I didn't want to go in here. I'm going to recall my guys. Ooh, we got a Raiju. I'm going to fathomless shackles while things are a little aggressive. I'm going to build up my int. Ooh, I didn't want my guy to die, so we try to save him from the Raiju. Okay, this is where our dragons are going to come in. I'm frozen. Let's try to do this a certain way. We also don't want the dragons to die all over the water. Like, these are just drakes. That's fine. I'm going to pull back and heal up. Here. Like this guy. He's currently on a air slice. Yikes. Okay, let's get him. Oh, that's unfortunate. If there was an ice scale, it fell in the water. I don't need magic. I'll keep flying on me. I'm not really a talisman person today. Yeah. So that is our layer done. We're now 45 minutes in, and so I think I can jump onto Orc. Go Orc. And let's start this up. Orc's a little weird because Orc 1, it's like, okay, you might get half of Orc 1, you might get none of Orc 1, but it looks like today we're getting a big Orc 1, which is convenient. Condenser, mutations, summoning, a staff of air for our Alec if we need it. Okay, we got a big Orc 1, which was helpful. I don't have a hat yet. I don't want to stand here because the teleport's right, or I guess we have no option. This is our only up. All right, I'm gonna recall. Let's go down, throw, build up our army. Glowing robes. I doubt they're better than what I have. I've been marked. I'm gonna. Oh, that's unfortunate. The reality is you don't want to leave the floor, but I'm marked. We have a Donald. I'm gonna have to leave the floor, I think. That being said, if I leave the floor, this is the only exit. So let's see if I can do some work here. Maybe this can just be a one in an easy peasy Orc clear with all my help. Just got to keep an eye on my binding. It's tough. I don't want him to die. I'm gonna fathom the shackles again, gain some life back. Pick and choose. Did I lose my guy? No. All right, well, we lost our friend, so now we're gonna be looking for new targets. Yeah, you can see the demon whip there. The fact that we survived is good enough for me. There'll be other targets. Kind of want to just rest here though. Stop pulling things. It's tough to keep an eye on orcs that just start appearing out of nowhere. Remember, we did have the full length of the mark, so all the orcs on this floor are all wandering around, which is a good thing now. Heal wounds, resistance, curing. Okay. Rapier. There's a broad axe there. For lack of a better item, I'm going to grab that in case we want to start building up a broad axe to the end of the game. Orc warrior. Nothing here. Surprising these guys didn't find their way over to me earlier. I'm gonna hurl some torch over there. Buff him up. Enrage him. Or, I guess it's not technically enraging, but, you know. Oh, here's our kind of like end thing. I'm going to throw another one too. Just so he dies. I'm going to back away. This might turn into a no minions left situation. Here, just break the chain. And rebuild. Hey, at least I got to heal him back. Skull of Zong Uldrock. I mean, just the name alone is worth buying, but Reaping Hat Plus are... What is that? I've never seen this. When you kill an enemy with your weapon, its spirit may be forced to fight for you. So it's the god in a hat. I can wear another hat. What? This is insane. Instant buy. Instant buy. Yo, dog, I heard you like hats, so I put a hat on a hat. Why am I not using my shield, though? Is the partisan two-handed? It says one-handed. Oh, the skull is a shield? Oh. It's a shield hat. I mean, I'll stop shield. I now know what this thing does. We'll see how it is, because it sounds hilarious. And very much win more, but I'll take it. I wonder if there's a way to tell if it's mine or the shield hat. I'm gonna recall my guys. I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna hurl. I'm gonna hurl again. Well, at least we're playing with some fun items. Curing, might, mutation, invis. Fear a little bit less than other things. That's fine. Some spells, fire magic. Some spells. We're here to have fun. All right. I guess it lets us put more weight into our training of other things. 4 brand weapons, my. Okay, I guess I could buy some stuff before I leave, just to use the money up. Some curing, some resistance. Let's buy some curing. That's all my money. Let's go to D11. We have time such that I can maybe do a little work into the D. The lower Ds. This is a little scary, but we're fine. You know, it'll be interesting to see if it overlaps with red. I might have to look that up in a break. Ooh, I'm going to back away. I'm gonna bind this guy's soul. I'm going to attack. And I'm going to run away. This is not good. He's not fearable. This isn't good. I don't have a blink yet. I'm going to cast teleport. I'm going to heal wounds. I'm going to heal wounds. And I'm going to leave. That was very scary. So now we have to take our D12 very slow. Or, yeah, D12. Because it is no longer a fresh floor. Yikes. Our pacing here is not the most fun. I'm gonna keep running. This is not good. I'm gonna fear and get out of here. So this is what it feels like when you lose all your guys. I'm curious, does reaping overlap with red? Reaping. I have to kill the enemy with my weapon. It's tough. I mean, it's better than a shield that's doing nothing, but gargoyles are scary. I want to get to the stairs. No. I should probably train blink. Just a emergency 30% chance of failure. Okay. I don't need any int rings. Okay, let's hopefully we can build our horde back up with this pairing. I've been marked, but it's already gone. That's good / not good. Oof, I gotta get out of here. I guess best bet is this way. See, the problem with a Rupert, I think his name is he just shreds everything and you gotta reset. I would love to just take care of this. I'm gonna throw some javelins. Okay, at least that's taken care of. Yep, Rupert. Ooh. Let's work our way down here. Gargoyles are not too bad. Okay. Let's work up here. Nothing on this side. This is a little mini challenge vault. Let's enchant my robes. Use the ID scroll on Z, so at least we have summoning now to escape a Rupert situation. What do we have? Nothing to... Oh. There's a bunch of scary. I've already ruined this floor. I will leave that for now, and let's work on Okay, I guess we can maybe rebuild here. I'm not going to start the engage yet. I want to have my health back. So that we can get some creatures back in the fold. Okay. I'm going to go for this. I don't want to be acided. Pretty useless fail. I'm gonna run away. Maybe my guys will take care. I don't have the ability to hurl because my torch is out. I could fathomless maybe. Yeah. Okay. Dungeon 3. Or Dungeon 13, sorry, 3. You hear a distant snort, which means we have a Minotaur. I don't know what they call the new version now. Gauntlet, maybe? But it used to be the... used to be a maze. Labyrinth. Let's back away. Let's hurl torchlight. Okay. Okay. Let's try over here. We've got some great resistances and still no helmet ×2. There's a helmet in Orc. We have fire resist, so I'm not as concerned with this as I would typically be. And we still have our torch going. Unfortunately, he just like nuked all our guys, but whatever. Looks like our gauntlet's gone, but that's fine. I don't like you poke your head into a gauntlet, but you don't necessarily feel forced to do anything about it. Let's run away here. We're at the point where if you don't snowball through the start of a floor, you're kind of left alone with Yred. And unfortunately, we really didn't have a great start to this level. And so now we're left to just the summoning of them plus my skull hat thing. Let's try getting this going. We're also down our bound soul. Ooh, it's our vault entrance. I'm not liking this. Unfortunately, if we commit, we're probably gonna have a bad time. And so I'm just gonna back away and just accept that D13 is gonna be like D12, where we're poking and prodding. to rebuild every so often. MO. Ooh, you want to get the slimes away from the hole. I'm gonna recall my guy. Let's try to kill the slimes before they build up. Maybe take some with us. Okay. Well, could be worse. Got some teleport scroll. Let's see if we can do... Oh, no. We got the skull guy with us. I'm gonna... No, I can't even throw the torch anymore. Let's head south. Okay, we killed the laughing skull. Let's try this. Yeah. Sometimes the dispersal trap can be your advantage. It kind of resets the space. Unfortunately, these undeads don't convert. Let's maybe try getting this guy. Oh, he didn't convert, but... Oh, I'm not liking this. Let's try to take control. Hopefully he dies. Yep, okay. I don't like my health where it's at, so I'm going to back away and then recall my guys. Oh, I've walked into a wall. I didn't see that it was a dead end there. I can't really do too much here other than kite around and hopefully get to an exit. Oh, I see the doors down there because I was pretty sure I got in this way. See, he's really just slapping my guys. Honestly, they're goners. He's just too strong. Oof. I don't really have evocations to do much here. I think I'm just gonna have to find an upstairs and reset here. Let's try some silver javelins and killing him myself. Okay. Yeah, he had a great sword of flaming. That really hampered our ability to make some dents into him. Dropping the noise. Okay. Okay. See, this is where our gauntlet would have been. That's fine. I had no intention of committing to it anyways. But it's worth noting, gauntlets, you can go in, see what's up, and then go out without any risk. So it's just like the new funeral rite locations. It's okay to poke in just to see. Okay, let's try to hit our D14 and 15 in good time. Maybe we'll have a little bit more of a good time in this version of our floors. We don't have resist lightning. I'm gonna pull back. Otherwise our guys would have been zapped to death so quickly. It looks like we have like this kind of like watery level. Ooh, Malalis are risky. I'm gonna hurl torchlight. Hurl torchlight. This is not going to look that great. Let's try to hurl. I'm going to run away. Teleport trap. Recall. Ooh. That would have been annoying to die in a way. No lightning resist. That's a little tough. Let's try to go from this side. Use the walls to our advantage. Okay. This is the other side of that horde of stuff. Maybe we can start something here. No. Don't like that my health is low, but here we are. This should be able to build a sizable group. Okay, could have been worse. Much worse. We don't need the acrobat. Okay, one more floor left in dungeon. Oh, we still got a number of them. There's actually a dangerous number of them. That was not great to see. We're gonna carry this way. Yeah, these like lower dungeons with their undead creatures. Oh, I gotta keep going. This is not gonna work out. Oh, I'm gonna do summoning. Back away. Let's do the silver. Okay, so we survived that, but we did waste a summoning. That's really tough. Okay, we wanted to head right into 15, but that came out of nowhere. I'm just gonna carry on to 15, get my torch going, and we'll see what we get here. So far, not much. We're just really hoping we can get steamroll experience for this floor rather than what we've been seeing lately. Let's identify, let's do B. We seriously have 8 cancellation potions? It's crazy. Frost Giant should be fine. We had, I guess we didn't. I know we have them in our inventory, but maybe was playing a little too risky there. Ooh, we've got a slime. Let's back up. Rebuild. So this is not too bad so far. He's getting hit by something. What was hitting him? Chant weapon. Okay, so that was an incredibly easy D15. I will get W. So we've got 4 revelations already. So we're 1 away from having everything we want from Zot, which is a good sign. Is there anything to buy? How much curing do we have? 12. we're kind of low on healing. Mutation is a little early for that. Although it would identify the mutation, but now we're a little early for that. How many teleports? We've got 6. That's kind of low. I'm going to go buy the teleports. I'm going to go upstairs and pretend I never saw that. I'm going to go teleport. And actually, there's a lot of teleports here. Okay, and so we've used our money. We've got a plenty of teleports if we need them. What were our S's? Shoals and Snake. That's probably the least comfortable combination, I would say. We have our poison. We do not have flying. I think I'm going to lean towards Snake to start, and then we'll see how that goes. And so I'm going to go park in Snake 0, and we're going to call that the end of this part. So next part, we will be going into our S-Rune vaults. So join me then. Thank you.